Deshaun Watson might have played his last game of his career. In the game versus the Bengals on Sunday, Deshaun Watson left the game with a non-contact injury that was later revealed to be a torn Achilles, which was confirmed by an MRI conducted by the Browns later this afternoon. Deshaun Watson is not a fan favorite by any means because of what he has done off the field, but also for what he has done on the field. He has not been good at all for the Browns, and he has signed one of the biggest contracts in sports history. He signed his contract in 2022 for 4 years and $156 million, $134 million guaranteed. And he is currently in his third year, and last contract year is next year, which is 2025. Through 3 games with the Browns, Watson has played 19 games. Through 3 seasons with the Browns, Deshaun Watson has played 19 games, which is barely a full season's worth of games in that 3 seasons. He has averaged 177 yards per game, not good. 19 touchdowns, so he has 1 touchdown a game practically, not good. And a QBR of 35.8, not good. All those are basically dead last in the league every single season, and that's pretty much how he's played. He's played as a worst quarterback in the league the last 3 years since he's been on the Browns. So this leads me to think that he has played his last snap as a Browns quarterback, and honestly might have played his last snap of his career.
I don't know about last snap of his career. Might do something like what Russ did with the Steelers. He might go somewhere where they've got a new quarterback, or at least a new quarterback to the franchise, and they want a veteran to teach him a little bit, just like what the Steelers did. The only reason I'm not convinced that he's played his last snap with the Browns, I feel like Kevin Stefanski should have already benched him if they wanted to be done with him. And since he's got 1 year already left, I feel like Kevin Stefanski is going to try to get another year out of him, which, I mean, makes sense. You paid him a boatload of money, but that's the only reason why I don't think they're going to get rid of him.
Yeah, I understand why you think that he would bench him by now if he didn't want him, but I think part of the reason he hasn't been benched yet for his bad play is because management doesn't want to see a guy who has such a debt to the franchise for these 4 years. I don't think they want to see him on the bench. And a lot of people have pinned it on Kevin Stefanski, which is not fair because every good coach would have benched him by now, and I believe he is a good coach, and I believe if it was his choice, he would have benched him. We don't see things fully transparent right now, and we never do in the NFL, so I think that's part of the problem. Personally, I don't think he's playing again. As a Browns fan, I've never liked the whole Watson deal. I think it was worth it to go after him, but I don't think it was worth it to pay him that much. And personally, once we saw what the number was, I think we should have backed out of it. I think it's time to move on from Watson. The experiment has not worked at all. And it brings me to think, what do we do next? Do we go to the Joe Flacco method where we go get a veteran who is maybe at the end of their contract, maybe looking for a new team, even out on free agency? Or do we go to the draft next year with a first-round pick that we're going to have and a high first-round pick? Do we go draft someone like Shador or Quinn Ewers or someone else like that? Or do we trade down and get a mid QB and we develop them behind somebody like Jameis or DTR? So we're going down the rabbit hole again where we've been here before and we haven't succeeded. So I think as Browns managers, we got to learn from it. And in 5 years' time, we don't want to see ourselves in this situation again. So that's my take on it.
I think you guys got to go the route of I think what you guys got to do is let DTR play, because Jameis Winston's not the long-term answer. So you guys got to let DTR figure it out. I mean, you can't get worse than this. So you got to let DTR play the rest of the season. And if you like what you see from him, you got to use all the draft picks that you're about to get and build around DTR. But if you don't like what DTR is doing, then obviously you got to go get a quarterback with the top draft pick.
And yeah, I agree with that. I don't think DTR or Jameis is the answer long-term, but we're not ready to put a rookie quarterback in behind the O-line in particular, just because we've seen what has happened to Deshaun, who's a veteran quarterback and is mobile. He doesn't have enough time. So I think the next 2 years will be painful for Browns fans, but I think in the long term, it's going to be worth it. I think this is the first time this type of management has been in the first-round draft pick kind of situation, I guess. And I think they're going to get it right, although they haven't got the Watson situation right. But that's what I think they do. And, I think Deshaun Watson has played his last snap with the Browns and in his career. But that's what we got for you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.